What's up, y'all? We here. Y'all need to tune in today. We got a good show. Come on in. I need y'all to tune in today. What's up, y'all? We got a lot to talk about today. Church guys like sports too. Here we go. Y'all spread the word. I'm not going easy on the Giants today. What up, Sean Bigby? We here for another episode of Church Guys Like Sports. We got to talk about the NFL draft. I need y'all to tune in, spread the word. That's that Ricky Dillard. That's him. This is my morning brew. Everybody got some morning brew. This is cherry limeade. That's what it is. It ain't what you think. Hallelujah. Diva, what up? Thank you for coming to the banquet, Diva. You almost shouted your dress off. Bless your heart. Okay, Google, turn it off. We are here, and this is a special show today for all of my New York Giant fans. We on Facebook Live right now. We on Instagram Live. This episode will be on my YouTube channel. We got a lot to talk about. You can go to YouTube, Church Guys Like Sports too. Pastor Dave Wright. You can subscribe to that. Do that. You can also sow a seed. Those of you that would like to sow a seed, you can do so at Cash App David Wright Music. One day somebody gonna sow $1,000. I believe God. You can do so at Cash App David Wright Music. Yeah, I gotta wear these glasses today. That way can't nobody see what I'm looking at. How about that? Y'all don't say nothing when James Hall wear his shades in church. Amen. And those ain't prescription neither. Hallelujah. James Hall is the only one. All these young fellas that's trying to do it, y'all better stop. James Hall is the only one that can get away with wearing shades in church. Your young boys, stop wearing these shades in church unless you're James Hall. That's only for James. He's the only one that gets away with that. I saw a young fellow trying to do it. He looked so foolish. Don't you do that. You're not James Hall. Let James Hall be James Hall. That's my friend. He can wear shades in church. Not the rest of us. But let me talk. We're here for church guys like sports too. This is a church. This is a show, a sports show for all the men and women. Church girls like church too. Church girls like sports too. Men and women that love God, but you know loving God didn't stop you from loving sports. I love the Lord with all my heart, but I still like to watch the basketball game and the football game. Me loving God does not take the man out of me. Hallelujah. It makes me more man. All right. We got to talk about the NFL draft. No, those ain't my Giants. I'm a New York Jets fan. I'm a New York Jets fan. No. I rock for the Jets. I like the Giants. I want them to do well, but I'm a Jets fan. The Giants today are the dumbest team in NFL history. Oh, I got a lot to get into. We're going to talk about Dabo Swinney. He just got $93 million over there in Clemson. We're going to talk about Tyreek Hill. We're going to talk about the Golden State Warriors. They better stop playing over there in L.A. And we're going to talk about Dwight Howard. But first, I got to talk about these New York Giants. Oh, my God. And I've been telling y'all, I told y'all months ago, I told y'all over a month ago that the Giants were not going to have a black quarterback. You know why? Racism is for real. Look, we don't want to say it. We don't want to face that. But that thing is so real. It is real. The Giants had the number 6 pick. Everybody is talking about Kyler Murray, who they know they couldn't get. He was the first pick. So then they start talking about Dwayne Haskins. Everybody talking about Dwayne Haskins going to the Giants. Dwayne Haskins is a black man. The Giants only started one black quarterback in this whole franchise history, and that was Geno Smith 2 years ago. He played one game. So the Giants now had the number 6 pick and the best quarterback. Some people say Dwayne Haskins is the best quarterback in the draft. 6'3", threw for 50 touchdowns last year, 4,800 yards, only 8 interceptions. And here come the Giants. They come up to the board and they pick a guy named Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is just as good of a quarterback as me. Daniel Jones from Duke University. Duke is not known even as a football school. That's a basketball school. Duke didn't even have no schedule to really play against. And they passed up on Dwayne Haskins for Daniel Jones for 2 reasons. The first reason being that Eli Manning said that's the guy they should pick. The second reason is because Daniel Jones is white and Dwayne Haskins is black. This thing been going on for a long time. I know my history on it. Black quarterbacks are on the come up, yes, but there's still been a lot of black quarterbacks that should have been in the NFL that never really made it. Charlie Ward. Y'all don't remember Charlie Ward? Heisman Trophy winner. Got to the NFL draft, they said he wasn't smart enough to play quarterback. So he came and played point guard for the Knicks and took us to the NBA Finals in 1999. The other boy, Terrell Pryor, they made him play wide receiver. Brad Banks, that's my wife's cousin. He was a superstar at Iowa. Second runner-up for Heisman Trophy in the year 2001. And you know what they did with him? He didn't get drafted in the NFL. He had to go to the Canadian Football League. And now Dwayne Haskins, who everybody knows is better than Daniel Jones. The New York Giants cannot see themselves handing the keys to the franchise to a black quarterback. Why not? So you got Kyler Murray, and I go with that, Spence, June. Kyler Murray, the best quarterback in this draft. Second best was Dwayne Haskins. And the New York Giants screwed it up. Look, and this is the thing. They really think, that's why your Giants fans, y'all need to come on over to the Jets. We got room over at Gang Green. Y'all come on over to the Jets. We'll take you. The Giants still believe Eli Manning got something left. Eli Manning ain't got nothing left. Y'all think you're going to win with Eli Manning? Eli Manning is washed. Eli Manning is done. It don't make no sense. Eli Manning, 50 years old, you see, that's what's going on. They see what Tom Brady's out there doing at the age of 42. Listen, Eli is not Tom Brady. Eli about to be 38, 39 years old. You are not Tom Brady, sir. Give it up, Eli. And Eli gonna come up there and say, yo, I got 2-3 years left. Oh, 2-3 years of what? The Giants should have picked Dwayne Haskins. They already got rid of Odell Beckham, and that was dumb. This has been the dumbest offseason for the New York Giants in 50 years. And if you didn't want, look, you could have got Daniel Jones in the second round. They still had other defensive players that they could have got. They could have got that boy out of Kentucky, Josh Allen, Ed Oliver, all these other guys they could have got. Daniel Jones, who is he? Now, I did my research that Daniel Jones threw 9 interceptions in one game. Let me show you this. Okay, Google, what are Daniel Jones' stats?
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that yet.
Yes, you do. See, he don't even know. Okay, Google, Daniel Jones, Duke University.
My apologies. I don't understand.
Okay, Google, what are the stats for Dwayne Haskins?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Google, you ain't got no Holy Ghost. Okay, Google, are you saved yet? You have the Holy Ghost?
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that yet.
See, you ain't got that. Okay, Google, do you know Jesus?
All right, asking Pandora to play some music.
No, loose here. Loose here, Google. And he don't want to cooperate with me today. I need to get Jesus saved, Google saved. But Daniel Jones threw 9 interceptions in one game. He's not the quarterback of the future for the New York Giants. When you play this bad and you get the number 6 pick, what you have to do, you have to make sure you pick somebody. You got to pick a franchise player. You can't be picking somebody just because Eli Manning like him. You can't be picking somebody just because, of course, Eli Manning like him, because if y'all go get him, Eli Manning know he ain't got nothing to worry about because it ain't nobody pushing him. Ain't nobody threatening to take his job. And you know who got Dwayne Haskins? This is who got Dwayne Haskins. The Washington Redskins. Somebody the Giants are going to have to play twice a year. We're Will Brown. See, William Brown, he's a Redskins fan. And now they got to play Dwayne Haskins twice a year. He going to wear y'all out. Ooh, I'm so glad. Because my brother Dwayne, He got a giant tattoo on his neck. He loved the New York Giants. I know another young lady in Virginia, her name is Rashida. She loved the Giants so much. She got New York tattooed on one eyelid and Giants tattooed on the other eyelid. All these diehard Giant fans, y'all better come on over to the Jets. Here we go. Because you know who the Jets got? We got the best defensive player in the draft. The Jets arguably got the best player in the draft, Quentin Williams. Quentin Williams from Alabama. He's the best player in the draft. Nobody's better. And we got him at the number 3 pick. So that lines up our defense. We're going to have the best defense for the next 5-6 years. But Giants, what are y'all going to do? When Eli start throwing the ball, look, Eli only looked halfway decent last year because he was throwing to Odell Beckham. But now Odell Beckham ain't there. What you going to do now, Eli, at 39 years old? And everybody always wants to say, and I don't know if Eli is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Some people say he is. The Giants did not win them Super Bowls because of Eli. Mm-hmm. We need to stop telling that lie. Yes, the Giants did win the Super Bowl with Eli Manning, but it was not because of Eli. Eli threw one of the worst passes you can throw, and David Tyree jumped up there and caught the ball on his head. Come on. And one of the easiest plays he ever could have when Plaxico Burress caught that winning touchdown wide open in the end zone because of a blown coverage. They did not win because of Eli. They won because of great defense. And they won because of lucky wide receivers. And Eli Manning is not that dude. The Jets, I'm telling you, the Jets is on fire. We got Le'Veon Bell. We got a real quarterback, Sam Darnold. We just got that wide receiver. I forgot his name. And then we're going to pick up some good stuff today. I think we're going to get that cornerback today. The Jets is the real deal. And today, I am super proud to be a Jets fan. Horrible New York Giants. That's right, Philip Moore. We coming for everybody this year. The Jets going to the playoff. The Giants is going down. The Jets are going up. Because y'all didn't want a black quarterback. When is this going to stop? You don't worry about the color of his skin. If he can throw the ball, that's all that matters. And that boy, Dwayne Haskins, is the real deal. And you know what? He was mad about it. You see, some of them players, wherever I'm drafted, I'm fine. He's from New Jersey. And you know what he said? The league done messed up now. The league done messed up. And the only team that really messed up was the Giants, because all these other teams that passed on Haskins didn't need a quarterback. The Raiders passed on him, but they got Derek Carr. The Jets passed on him, but we got Sam Darnold. Tampa Bay passed on him. They got Jameis Winston. All these other teams, they didn't really have to bother with him. But the Giants, y'all know y'all need a quarterback. So watch this. What if Eli gets hurt? What if Eli gets hurt in the first game of the season? Do you think Daniel Jones is prepared to come in and take y'all to the promised land? Giants, you made a big mistake. Now, Kyler Murray went number 1 to Arizona, and I think he's going to be big time. They comparing him to Michael Vick. That boy can throw that ball and run that ball. So big shout out to Kyler Murray. But I want to go back because last night, it's just amazing. I love watching the NFL draft because in a moment, some of these kids that had never had anything, they never had nothing. They come from horrible backgrounds or rough backgrounds, tough backgrounds, and struggling and different things. And then immediately they're millionaires. I love the story of that. I love to see that. And because they don't, in case y'all believe that, look, they don't get paid to play college football. They're not getting paid. I think that's unfair. William Brown, the Jets don't suck. Don't you do that. The Giants suck, not the Jets. But I think it's unfair that they don't get paid. You know why? Breaking news today. Breaking news. You ready for this? A college coach from Clemson, his name is Dabo Swinney, just signed a contract extension for $93 million. Listen to me. $93 million. So the coach is getting $93 million, but the players is getting a scholarship. And some of their scholarships ain't even full. One player said he had to work at Six Flags to continue to pay his room and board and buy books for school. Listen to me, real good. They make a lot of money in college football. Them bowl games bring in millions, sometimes billions. If you can pay a coach $93 million, you better believe if I'm playing college football, you're going to slip me something. If you give my coach $93 million and I'm making the coach look good, what more should I get? You know what? If I'm in college, don't even give me $93 million because I ain't going to be able to handle it at that time. Don't give me $93 million, but you can give me $9 million. Some of these college football players need to be getting paid. And it is highway robbery. They have to wait until the NFL draft and then get their little bit of money. But they need to be getting paid in college because you're making money off of them in college. If you can pay the coach $93 million, how come you can't pay the players a little something? Especially those box office players. Especially them, like Kyler Murray. People coming, they ain't coming to see the coach. They coming to see the players. And Dabo Swinney just got $93 million for coaching tourism, and they're not. Why are you paying the coaches and not paying the players? That's not right. That's not fair. That's not fair. We got to be fair. Those of you that's on Instagram Live, y'all need to go over to Facebook. Come on, Facebook Live. That is not fair because college football is different. You can be injured in college football and your career is over. Your career is done. So I'm telling you, they need to get paid. Somebody needs to say something. I'm saying something. Now, I got to get off of this. I'm still talking about football. There's a guy, his name is Tyreek Hill. Some of y'all want to know who Tyreek Hill is. Tyreek Hill is one of the star wide receivers, I believe, for the Kansas City Chiefs. So Tyreek Hill is now in trouble. And I ain't done. Shout out to the Jets for getting the best defensive player in the draft. But Tyreek Hill is one of the premier wide receivers in the NFL. He plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. On yesterday, they dropped the charges or something of child abuse. They say he was beating his child. Yesterday in Kansas City, a judge dropped the charges saying that there was not enough evidence to convict him. Tyreek Hill is now caught on video or cell phone recording saying that he beat the child. So let me give you some background story. They tried to lock this man up for beating his 3-year-old son. Black man, of course. And his own fiance is trying to get him locked up. So let me tell y'all this. I grew up, as you can see, I'm black. My mother's black. My grandmama black. My father's black. My grandfather is black. All my brothers is black, with the exception of Dwayne. He's kind of like light-skinned, Chinese kind of. But he's still black. Beatings is something that we are all accustomed to. We are all used to this. Everybody that's on my live right now, if you're black, you have gotten a beating before in your life. That's part, thank you, Shondo. That's part of our culture. That's how we discipline our children. It's biblical. Bible says, spare the rod, spoil the child. Listen to me. It is, we beat our kids. I got beat when I was a child. And boy, did I get beat. And my children, when they get out of line, they a little bigger now, but when they got out of line, I spanked them. I beat them. That's what we do. And what society is doing is trying to change our culture on how we raise our children. The reason we beat our children, yes. And white folks, you know, I ain't coming for nobody, but white folks do all that timeout stuff. I don't know nothing about no timeout. My mother ain't had no timeout with me. My mother ain't tell me to go and sit in the corner and think about what I did. My mother almost beat me my mother beat the hell out of me. My father beat, and that's where we come from. You can't change our culture on how we raise children. Some people go too far. Yes, I understand that. But the culture of the black mother, the black father, is to discipline your children by the laying on of hands. And just because white folks do it different, listen here, I ain't trying to say nothing bad about nobody, but you don't see no black kids shooting up no schools. You don't see little Tyrone going to the schoolhouse and shooting 25, 30 people. You don't see us going to the Waffle House and killing everybody in there. My mother and my father one time beat me so bad. It got so bad for me. My mother beat me on Saturday, came back and beat me Sunday because she forgot she beat me Saturday and didn't want me to get away with it. And then my father beat me when he got home. That's part of our culture. It was not, I don't call that child abuse. I call that raising your children. Now, no, we ain't trying to kill our kids. No, we don't want to harm our kids, but we want them to respect order. We want them to know, to experience discipline, because I was always taught if you beat your child, the police won't have to beat them. Well, it's different now. Police ain't beating kids, they shooting them. And they're trying to change our culture. I feel bad because a couple of years ago, Adrian Peterson went through this. He went and got a switch off of the tree and beat his son with a switch. And then the white folks, oh my God, you beat your child with a switch. Are you kidding me? That was the down south belt. Y'all don't want to talk back to me. A switch? I got beat with switches, extension cords, hangers, wire hangers, whatever my mother can find. One time I got beat with Derek. My mother picked Derek up and beat me with him. She beat me with my brother. Beat with shoes. I got beat with my mother. She took her church hat off and beat me. Everything she can find. So when you say somebody got beat with a switch, that's child abuse. You don't know how people grew up. When you grew up down south, they made you go get your own switch to get beat with. And now this man, Tyreek Hill, is being villainized because he beat his 3-year-old son. Now, it's different details coming out. You don't beat your child until you break their bones. My mother knew how to beat me to the point where my mother was an experienced beater. She know how to beat you just enough so you won't bruise. Oh yeah, Betty Wright was something else. She know how to turn that belt to the side and hit you just enough, almost bruise, but not bruise. And with the laws that they got now, my mother would be getting an electric chair for the way she beat us. 5 boys. One time my mother stood us all in a circle and spun around and did like a wrestling move. It was one time my mother and my father jumped me. I thought they were wrestlers when I was growing up. My father jumped off the couch with his elbow. Boom. And my mother held me. I thought I said, what the heck is this? The bushwhackers? So I'm saying all that to say this. We cannot let them villainize just because, hold on and watch this, just because you make money now and you're a millionaire, you still can discipline your child. And I wish I would call the cops on my mother. My mother probably beat the cops. See, it was different back in them days. Because even in church, if you acted up in church, your mother would trust other people in the church to discipline you. And then, see, Mother Williams, Depton Williams, and Charles Williams, Tabitha and Deborah, their mom, Deborah Williams used to beat me in church because my mother couldn't get to me. And I would dare go to my Sister Deborah Williams beat me. You know what my mother gonna do? She gonna beat me again because Deborah Williams had to beat me. And it's these new kids now. They go, Sister such and such beat me, Mom. And then the mother want to go fight Sister such and such. What's wrong with y'all? It was different growing up now. It's different then than it is now. So, of course, this young man, we don't try to, allegedly, the young boy broke his arm or something. If that happened, he went too far. But for disciplining your child, I don't feel you should go to jail for that. I don't feel this man should lose his contract for that. I don't feel that this man should lose his NFL contract because he disciplined his child. Absolutely right, Craig Hayes. If the Saints said you did it, your mother automatically believed it. You did it. And you getting another beating. Back then, if they said, your son, I beat your son because he was throwing spitballs off the balcony. You were throwing spitballs off the balcony because they weren't lying like they're lying in church today. See, the problem today is people want to beat your child, but they don't want to beat their child. Okay. Somebody sow a seed on that. People want to beat their child, but they don't want to beat your child, but they don't want to beat their own child. No, I don't mind. Discipline my child, all right, but don't forget your child is just as crazy. That's right. Little Greg I never see little Gregory stepping out of line in church. Because he know if if you don't get him, his grandmama gonna get him right down that front row. I seen Mother Meredith take that cane and grab kids with it. And some of these kids acting out like that because they don't get beat at home. So Tyreek Hill, I'm in your corner. If you didn't go too far and breaking bones and all that, but if you just disciplined your child, I'm in your corner and I'm going to advocate for you on my show. We need to advocate for Brother Tyreek Hill. And another thing, his fiance sounds white. So now you got a black man with a white fiance. So the boy got a black father and a white mother. And white, I don't care what, I'm not racist and all that stuff, but we are different. White people discipline their children different than black people. We are different. We are different. We eat different. We talk different. We walk different. And we discipline our children different. And there ain't no shame in that. We don't do timeouts. We don't do timeouts in my house. No. Ain't no timeout. Sit down and think about what you did. What you mean? Give me that belt. And if my mother really wanted to get me, if I really did something, like I destroyed or broke something, my mother would turn the belt around and she did something. She would beat me with the buckle. See, y'all don't know nothing about that. I used to get beat with the buckle. Hello? Beat with the buckle. And you hit me with the buckle. Wait, Ma, you got the belt backwards. You making a mistake. You're getting old. You got it backwards. She knew she would wrap it around her hand and had the buckle out. Tell me. But shout out to my mother, Betty Wright, because if she didn't beat me the way she did, I probably wouldn't be who I am today. This is my mom and dad right here, y'all. That's Betty Wright and Timothy Wright. The greatest parents in the world. I wouldn't trade them for nothing. And they beat me and my brothers. Both of them. And my father had them big Sherman Clump hands. My mother used the belt. My father used his hands. Because even when we got to a certain, we all tall. All my brothers, with the exception of Derek, are over 6 feet. And we've been 6 feet since we were teenagers. We big boys. But when we got too tall and the belt wasn't doing nothing for us no more, my mom was using the belt on us and that wasn't doing nothing. Now my father started fighting us like we grown men. You act up in that house. Don't make your kid, cause your kid getting tall, your kid taller than you. My mother still, she jumped up and punched Danny in the head. I seen that. She jumped up in the air, hit him. She didn't care how tall. If my mother was around right now, I'm 40 years old. If my mother was around right now and I'm out of line, she gonna check me now. It was times I was 22, 23 years old. My mother checked me, grabbed me up. I said, get off me. What do you mean? This is my suit. So we gotta push that, man. We gotta love on these parents. Don't let society make you change how you raising your child. If it worked for you, it'll work for your child. All right, I'm moving. The Warriors, Golden State Warriors, are having a tough time with the LA Clippers. You're watching Church Guys Like Sports too, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. They are having a tough time with the LA Clippers. And the other night, Wednesday night, the Clippers beat Golden State in Golden State with a young fella by the name, well, he ain't young, he an old man. Lou Williams is giving them the business. You hear me? So Steph Curry, I want to know what you're going to do tonight. Golden State, you better not play with these boys. Don't y'all play with these Clippers. They've been uneliminated, y'all. Y'all better not play with these Clippers. Y'all better come out and do what y'all need to do. Don't play no games with them. Send these boys home. The Clippers they are not playing. They got that Lou Williams, then they got that Montrezl Harrell, and then Patrick Beverly is still, Kevin Durant scored 45 points, but you still lost because Patrick Beverly is aggravating him. Patrick Beverly is the new Dennis Rodman. All he wants to do is agitate. That's all he does, agitate and aggravate. Listen, if the Clippers win tonight, it goes to Game 7. And you don't want a Game 7 with Lou Williams. Lou Williams can drop 50 off the bench at any time. Yes, he did, Mike McClain. I remember that. So, no worries for the Warriors. Oh, all right, William Brown. No worries for the Warriors. It's 3-2. If the Clippers win tonight, they force a Game 7. And you don't know what Game 7 going to be. Game 7s are unpredictable. That's why the Warriors should have been gotten rid of this thing. And the problem is, if the Warriors are having trouble like this with the Clippers, with Lou Williams, Montrezl Harrell, and Patrick Beverly, what do you think going to happen the next round if they beat the Clippers when they play Houston with James Harden, Clint Capella, and Chris Paul, PJ Tucker and them boys? What's going to happen in the next round? I'm not sold on the Warriors winning it all this year. I don't know. This first round is scaring me, and Steph Curry is being exposed. Steph Curry can't play no defense. You got to do more than shoot. You got to lock that boy Lou Williams down, Steph. This is on you, Steph Curry. Lou Williams ain't got no business coming off the bench dropping 40 points. The Clippers, the LA Clippers, come on. Not the Lakers. Because LeBron and his shenanigans, they home watching the game just like me. But the Clippers. Achoo! I had to get that out. I've been holding that sneeze for the last hour. The LA Clippers. Golden State, y'all better get it together. Tonight is the night. I know you're going to LA, but don't play no games with them. Take them out. Take them out. Because it will be an embarrassment for everybody if Golden State gets eliminated in the first round. And Russell Westbrook out there running his mouth, Damian Lillard gave him the business, so he sit down somewhere. It will be an embarrassment for everybody if the Clippers beat the Golden State Warriors. All right, I got one more thing I'm going to touch on, and I'm getting out of here. I just posted a picture on my Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram, Church Guys Like Sports too. And I posted it on Facebook. There is a picture of Dwight Howard, and I'm not going to say his real name. I'm going to call him what we call him. They call him Mr. Obnoxious. He's a Church of God in Christ guy that walks around with his hair done. I ain't going to say nothing bad about him because you are my friend, sir. I ain't going to say nothing bad about you. But I'm talking about Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard. The Bible says shun the very appearance of evil. With all of this stuff going on and all these rumors about you, Dwight Howard, the last person you need to be holding on, hugging on, taking a picture with is Mr. Obnoxious. If you in so much pain, because Dwight Howard has some mysterious butt injury. His glute, what they call that muscle in your butt? Gluteus maximus. What is it? Somebody smart on here know what it's called. Okay, Google. What is the butt muscle called?
According to Wikipedia, the gluteal muscles are a group of 3 muscles which make up the buttocks, the gluteus maximus, gluteus medius, and gluteus minimus. To read more, look for the link in your Google Home app.
That, gluteus maximus, minimus, and minimus. All them gluteus things. That is what's injured on Dwight Howard. That's why he couldn't play this year. I don't know how he injured his gluteus maximus and maximus. But the last person you need to be taking a picture with that injury, Dwight Howard, is that fella. We know what he does, allegedly. And Dwight Howard, you better get yourself together. Gluteus maximus. Dwight Howard, you better get it together. You are too big, 6 foot 10, 7 feet, 280. You too big to be playing the backstroke. Dwight Howard, you too big to swim backwards. Dwight Howard, you are too big. Okay. Well, that's it for Church Guys Like Sports 2. Go get the new CD of the New York Fellowship Children's Choir. It's available now. Stop the Violence on here. God is the greatest. All of those nice songs like that. Okay, Google, play Pastor David Wright.
All right, here's Pastor David Wright and the NY Fellowship Mass Choir on Pandora.
So, I want you to tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll be back Monday morning at 12 noon. And this is Church Guys Like Sports 2. You can love God and love sports. Amen. Go grab that CD too. Clap your hands on that. That's David Dove wrote that song. Get that CD. It's all available on iTunes. God bless you. Enjoy the rest of your day. And pray for the Warriors tonight. Peace. I'm sorry, New York Giants.